What is up, guys? This is ViperStealth. So thank you for tuning in to this pretty original build video that I've got for you here. So there's not going to be any intro in terms of adverts or BS. I'm going to get straight into it and explain to you what madness I've been up to. So let's get into it. Now this is going to take a little while to explain because this is possibly the most synergized build that I've done on Division, and it's quite a unique one. So what I've gone for here is it's a shield build, and it's a hardwired shield build with EMP. So there's a few things going on here. So first up, I said it's unlimited EMP. So how that works is I deploy my shield, I hit people in the head with my pistol, and then when the hardwired benefit is ready to be used, which I'll cover in a second, I just EMP the enemies. And then I pop my shield down again after 10 seconds and I EMP the enemies again, and they just stay permanently EMP'd because of my gun effect. So let's cover what's going on here. The Desert Eagle, I've got perpetuation, so the headshots give me 50% status effect damage and duration. So both of these are useful, status effect damage and duration. I'll show you why. But I'm just landing headshots and it gives me 50% extra, so that's nice. The hardwired, the benefit is you got skill haste here, which is quite nice. And also skill damage, which is quite nice. But really we're going for the 4 pieces feedback loop. So whenever you use or cancel a skill, your other skill's cooldown is automatically reduced by 30 seconds while increasing total blah 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 blah. So basically every time I'm using my shield, my EMP is refreshed instantly, which is fantastic. Now on top of that, it says decreases feedback loop cooldown from 20 seconds to 10 seconds. So it's normally 20 seconds, but if you have the bag, it goes from 20 seconds to 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds, all I need to do is deploy my shield and I get a free EMP. So it's super easy. Now on top of this, I've gone for a vest. I've gone for the China Light Glass Cannon. And it's all damage you deal is amplified by 25%. All damage you take is amplified by 50%. So you are more vulnerable. You are not an armor build. You are 6 yellow and 0 blue. So this is not an armor build, even though you're a shield build. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Viper, stop smoking that crack. Why have you gone for China Light Industries explosive damage? It doesn't make any sense. Why have you gone for glass cannon explosive damage? Here's the synergy. So what we've gone for here is the mask. So the vial mask, do a quick search online how to get the vial mask, because this video might be out of date by the time you watch this. But the vial mask is basically total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage. So status effects also apply damage over time. So every time I apply a status effect, it causes damage to the enemy. So all a status effect is, it could be fire, it could be foam, it could be lots of things. But guys, it can also be EMP. So the perfect thing with this EMP jammer is it actually applies a status effect of disrupt. So it applies a status effect to everybody in the room because the radius of this EMP is huge. Now because the enemies are status affected, it applies damage to them over time. It applies more damage based upon the damage of my concussion grenade and status effect attributes. So on this build, I'm speccing out everything to status effect to make sure the status effect is as heavy as possible. And notice it says total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage. Well, what I've done there is I've increased my concussion grenade damage by having China Light as my gear piece here. It gives me 15% extra explosives damage, and I've also got glass cannon. All damage you deal is amplified by 25%, so that's increasing my concussion grenade damage. And on top of that, the demolitionist specialization is also giving me 25% more explosive damage. Now my grenade, just on its own, hits 1.75 million. So that's just a concussion grenade, and the higher up you get this, the more damage your mask is going to be doing. So the interesting thing about this build, and if you're still with me right now and you haven't gone crazy too, that's fantastic. The great thing about this build is all I do is pop my shield, I get this refreshed instantly, I do an EMP, and the EMP reaches everybody in my room. It shuts down warhound dogs, those metallic dogs that walk around. It shuts down all of the EMP in the room, any drones that come in to bomb you or anything. It status affects everything in the room, machines and humans, and it applies this status effect to them. And this status effect is doing a fair amount of damage, seeing as you've got status effects rolled onto everything as the core attribute that you've recalibrated, and also doing a decent amount of damage because you've gone for the China Light with glass cannon and the demolitionist to give a higher boost to your concussion grenade, which vial is feeding from. So it's a really well synergized build. If you're going into a mission where you've got lots of machinery. Let's say it's a black tusk mission, and you know, one of those black tusk missions that has all of those warhounds and electronics and stuff, and you just cannot be bothered to deal with it all. Just take this build. It's the easiest thing you could ever do. You just pop the shield, deploy the MP, everything's dead, everything's having a status effect applied to it. It's so easy to run this build. Now, disclaimer, this isn't the strongest build you're going to find, but this is appealing to those days where you're just feeling a bit lazy. You want to play in a squad, you want to contribute, but you're not interested in running around and gunning everything. You just want a super easy, simple mission. Go for this build. It's a super synergized, easy build to play, and when I'm feeling a little bit tired after a session, I've just got to complete a couple of Black Tusk missions, I normally flick this build on, and it's so much fun to use, guys. So if you've got any questions about this build, or you've got any comments about it, let me know. Just leave your thoughts in the description, in the comments. Any information that I leave out of this video, I'll add in to the top comment if I remember it. If you want to follow me on Twitch, please feel free to do so. Just search for ViperStealth and you will find me. This has been ViperStealth. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching the video. Bye for now.